People choose you based on how you make them feel. And how do you make them feel comfortable and confident in you? By knowing what to say. And that's where our skills come in. By us developing great skills, it allows us to offer better advice and negotiate more effectively. If you're great on the phones, you're going to be great at negotiating. If you're great on the phones, you're going to be great on appointments. We need to work on our skills so that we can come from a place of contribution, provide better client service, but also to ensure that that person we're talking to feels confident with us.
Prospecting is the lifeblood of any successful real estate business, but so many agents struggle to master their skills. So that is exactly what we're going to be talking about on today's episode of Vulcan 7 Coaches and Mentors, and we're bringing back Justin Ford. So if you haven't seen the previous episode where we're talking about mindset, make sure to check that out. You can watch it on YouTube or listen to it on your favorite streaming platform. So with that being said, Justin, welcome back.
Excited to be back. Thank you so much, Loida. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So once again, if someone is watching this, maybe this is the first time that they're getting to know you, just give us a little bit about your background.
Yep. So I've been in the industry now for almost 20 years, started off in the mortgage business and went through the downturn back in 2008. After the market crashed and we lost everything, started doing short sales and loan modifications. And then in 2013, decided to get my real estate license, joined the number one team in Michigan, the Jeff Clever team, and learned that the secret to their success, or the foundation of their success, was picking up the phone and making phone calls and prospecting, and learned the system, joined the team. In my first year, I sold 100 homes, 90% from prospecting and calling expireds and FSBOs. Have a team today here locally in the Detroit, Michigan area, have an expansion team, and I'm also a coach with Clever U and teach, coach, and train real estate agents all over North America how to prospect and to become better at their skills and their mindset.
Awesome. And I know that we just wrapped up another episode where we're talking about mindset. But in this episode, we're going to be talking about the 5 reasons why working on your skills as a real estate agent is crucial to your success. So go ahead and get started.
Absolutely. And so if you guys didn't watch last week's episode, make sure you go watch it, because there's absolutely 2 things we must do if we want to be great in real estate. Is we have to work on our mindset, and we have to work on our skills. And so today we're going to talk about our skills. You might be a part of a great brokerage. You might be a part of a great team. Matter of fact, I started off on the number one team here in Michigan back when I started. But regardless of those things, that doesn't guarantee your success, and it doesn't guarantee that people are going to want to work with you. People choose you and decide to work with you based on how you make them feel, not the brokerage or the team you're with, not all the bells and whistles that you offer to help sell their home, although those things are great. People choose you based on how you make them feel. And how do you make them feel comfortable and confident in you? By knowing what to say. And that's where our skills come in. When I joined Jeff Glover's team, 12 years ago, the only way I was able to sell 100 homes a year in my first year was having a great and strong mindset, but also knowing what to say and how to say it. When you are focusing on your skills, it's so important to really be the best when you walk into a listing appointment, to know exactly how to overcome every objection that's thrown at you on the phones or in person, and really knowing and being confident in what it is you're saying. And the way that you do that is by working on your skills. And so when you think about an athlete, right, we got done watching the Olympics recently, and I used the analogy. Matter of fact, I have it here in my phone because I was just talking to this about somebody. There was one of the best athletes in the world. Her name is Sydney McLaughlin, right? She's a runner for the United States Olympic team. She won gold every time she ran. And you know what was amazing, Loida, when I watched that, was she ran for 30 seconds. Okay, she ran for 30 seconds. But it wasn't the 30 seconds. It was everything that she did leading up to that 30 seconds, training for 4 years for 30 seconds. That's skills. Tom Brady or your favorite athlete, what they do in between the games is how they work on their skills. It's no different for us as real estate agents. If you want to be a top producer, you want to set a ton of appointments, you want to take a ton of listings, you want to make a lot of money, then you have to work on your skills. and you have to become great at your craft. And so I want to give you the 5 reasons why working on your skills as a real estate agent is crucial to your success. Number 1, staying competitive. The real estate industry is highly competitive. If you're calling expireds and for sale by owners in your local market, guess what? There's a ton of other people who are doing the same thing. What's going to separate you in order for someone to say yes? What's going to separate you when you go on that listing appointment and you're going up against the best in the industry? It's knowing what to say and how to say it. By continuously improving your skills, it keeps you ahead of the competition and the people that you go up against in the industry. We all have limiting beliefs, and this goes back to mindset. We all have limiting beliefs, and one of the limiting beliefs I hear a lot of people saying is, well, why should I call all for sale by owners and expireds when everybody else is calling them? Well, when I was on Jeff's team, there were 20 of us in the same office calling the exact same people every single day. I remember one time this lady answered and she didn't say hello. She said, "Is this another Jeff Glover agent calling?" Well, if you don't have a strong mindset, you don't know what to say. You might be saying, and you hang up the phone, right? Well, guess what I said? Why, yes, it is. Have you already set an appointment with one of our agents? No, I haven't. Well, great. Hey, the reason I was calling was, and I go right into script, and I set an appointment with that lady. Nobody else in my office set an appointment with her. She didn't even meet with anybody else in the local area, met with her and got the listing. Why? Because I religiously worked on my skills of knowing what to say and how to say it and overcoming objections and being comfortable in those uncomfortable moments and not flinching or not being afraid when you get put in those situations. We need to learn how to really improve our skills and work on our skills so that we stand out in a competitive market. Number 2 is adapting to market changes. We know that the market is changing. A big thing that just happened was the NAR settlement. It's changing how things are done. Well, when you make phone calls and you call a seller or a for sale by owner and they say, "I don't have to pay commission anymore," what are you going to say? Right? What are you going to say when they say, "Yeah, I'll pay you your commission, but I'm not paying out to a buyer's agent. I'm not paying a concession"? Are you just going to agree with them? Or are you going to know how to overcome those objections and lead them down a path of knowing why it's important to be able to offer out some type of concession or compensation to a buyer to cover their commission? Do you know what to say? The reason why we need to work on our skills is because when markets change, and they do, we're going through one now, we need to be able to ensure that our skills are ensuring us the ability to adapt when people change, when technology changes, or even one of the things we've recently seen over the last couple of years is this scam likely thing where people don't want to answer the phone. Or when people do answer the phone, they automatically assume that we're just telemarketing or we're scamming them or spamming them. Being able to adapt to the market and to changes is so vital. And this is why it's so important to work on our skills as a real estate agent. Here's another Gloverism. I mentioned some of these in the last recording. Here's another one, is what we do determines our success, not the market. What we do determines our success, not the market. Okay. We've had like 100,000 real estate agents leave the industry over the last 2 years. Why? Because they didn't want to adapt. They didn't want to work on their skills. They didn't want to change in order to change with the market. Number 3 of the 5 reasons why working on your skills as a real estate agent is crucial to your success is providing better customer service. Okay. By us developing great skills, it allows us to offer better advice and negotiate more effectively. If you're great on the phones, you're going to be great at negotiating. If you're great on the phones, you're going to be great on appointments. We need to work on our skills so that we can come from a place of contribution, provide better client service, but also to ensure that that person we're talking to feels confident with us. Again, people don't choose you based on your company, your team, or all the great things that you do. Again, although those help, they choose you based on how you make them feel. Okay? By working on your skills, which leads to providing better client service, this leads you to higher client satisfaction, retention, and repeat business. Your skills and working on your skills is so much more than just picking up the phone and prospecting. It's every aspect of your business, and the most skilled person wins. Okay. Number four reason why working on your skills as a real estate agent is crucial to your success is being able to handle objections. Being skilled in handling objections and difficult situations allows you to keep your conversation and your deals on track and resolve issues that might otherwise derail the phone call or the deal. Okay. You want to become a master at overcoming objections. Loida, there's not an objection. We do this at my office. We call it Stump the Chump. I sit in the office, or my agents surround me in a circle, and they try to stump me. And guess what? They've never been able to stump me. There's not an objection that they can throw at me. There's not anything that they can throw at me that I don't know how to overcome the objection with. You want to get to a point where you're so skilled that nobody can give you any objection on the phone or in person that you can't overcome. How do we do that? By writing out our scripts, by role playing our scripts, by chanting our scripts, getting really good at what to say and how to say it, right? I teach in the prospecting bootcamp to write out the expired and for sale by owner scripts 5 times a day, 7 days a week. Oh yeah, you're going to have carpal tunnel at the end, but you're going to know what to say. You're going to know how to overcome those objections. You're going to be the most skilled person on the phone. And if you want to be a top producer and you want to be the best in your local market, be the most skilled. And last but not least, the number 5 reason why working on your skills as a real estate agent is crucial to your success is career longevity. Guys, you might be all in on Zillow, or you might be paying for leads, and your business and your deals are really good right now. What if Zillow says tomorrow, well, we're not selling leads to agents anymore. Realtor.com goes away. Nope, we're not doing that anymore. You know what's amazing about having skills? You know what's amazing about learning and mastering how to prospect and overcome objections? That you can pick up the phone anytime, any day of the week and generate opportunities. Continuous skill development ensures you remain relevant and successful long-term in this business, allowing you to sustain and grow your real estate career over the years. If you're great on the phones, you will have a great business for the rest of your career. And what's awesome is, especially in this transition, think about it, with these NAR changes, what side of the deal do you want to be on? Right? I know we're all going to work with buyers, but I don't know about you, but I'd rather be on the listing side. I don't know about you, but I want to be on that side of the deal every single time. So by being great on the phones, by having great skills, you can ensure that you're going to be in the business generating opportunities for a long time. So the 5 reasons why working on your skills as a real estate agent is crucial to your success. Number 1, to stay and remain competitive. Number 2, to adapt to market changes. Number 3, providing better customer service. Number 4, being the best at handling objections. And number 5, career longevity. When you go back and watch the mindset training and you match it with the skills, guys, if we invest into those 2 things and we go all into those things, we burn the boats, we don't have a plan B, and our commitment is to become the best real estate agent, the best prospector, have the best mindset and the best skills, you will dominate your local market and you can't go wrong with it. Loida, thanks for having me.
Again, amazing, amazing tips. If we could have some like little flames pop up on the screen for all of the gems that you just dropped. I'm glad that we're talking about skills because, usually agents are so excited. They want to get that listing appointment. They want to get the listing, but then they don't have the skills to be able to have communication or talk to a seller, convert them. And I'm glad that you brought up, you have your agents write down the scripts every single day
Yep.
because again, it goes back to practice and memorizing them
Yep.
so that they can get to the point like where you are, where there is no objection you probably can't handle or overcome.
Yep. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of times agents want to circumvent the process and you can't. You can't. I don't care. You just can't. That'd be like trying to go into year 1 of the NFL and be the GOAT, like Tom Brady. You can't. He became the GOAT over 20
Mhm.
years. And it was what he did in between the games that made him the GOAT, not what he did in the games. So it's the same thing here, right? You can't circumvent it. You got to learn how to be a great agent by working on your skills. And if you do that, you'll eventually get the results.
Exactly. So for any agents that are watching that want to connect with you, your coaching, your programs, or anything you have coming up, where can they find you?
Guys, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at the official Justin Ford. You can shoot me a DM. You can follow me. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Also lead a 16-week program called the Prospecting Bootcamp through Glover U. We just got started. And so if you're interested in learning more about it, we still have openings. We can send you the recordings. I teach you everything that you need to know about mindset, about skills, and everything prospecting. Feel free to reach out, and I would love to connect with you.
Awesome. Well, Justin, thank you once again for doing these amazing videos and trainings. I know a lot of agents are going to get this and implement in their business and rewatch it a couple of times. So for those of you that are watching, if you enjoy this, if you want to see Justin back on these shows, let us know. Drop us a comment, give us a like, share it with someone else, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Thanks, guys.